Hello students, in previous classes we have discussed in MTB amniocentesis, infertility in male and female. Now this is the last class of reproductive health. In this class we will deal with another two important things, that is ART and STD. Already we have discussed to solve infertility problem. There are so many technologies, so many reasons are there for male and female infertility, and those who are infertile or sterile, they have the right to have childbearing. That is why so many technologies nowadays are adopted to solve the infertility problem. Such a system or such technologies which are adopted to solve infertility problem are known as assisted reproductive technologies. So today the first content is assisted reproductive technologies, which is abbreviated as ART. ART means assisted reproductive technologies. Now see, there are many technologies included under ART. We will go one by one. The first one is IVF-AT. IVF-AT. I am listing out the technologies which are adopted to solve the infertility problem. IVF-AT means in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer. In vitro fertilization, embryo transfer, under IVF-AT two technologies are there. One is ZIFT, zygote intrafallopian transfer. Second one is IUT, intrauterine transfer. You have to remember this abbreviation. This will ask in the council examination as one mark question. ZIFT means zygote intrafallopian transfer. Okay. IUT, intrauterine transfer. Intrauterine transfer. Second one is GIFT. GIFT means gamete intrafallopian transfer. This is another technology under assisted reproductive technologies. Gamete intrafallopian transfer. Okay. Another one is ICSI. That means intracytoplasmic sperm injection. And the last technique is AIT. AIT means artificial insemination technologies. Artificial insemination under AIT. Another important event is there, that is IUI. IUI means intrauterine insemination. Now these are the technologies which are employed to solve the infertility problem. Dear students, one question will ask you as a short note. Write down the methods employed to solve infertility problem. You have to mention each one. That means you have to mention everyone in a small concise manner If the question pertaining to ART will be asked to you, you have to mention each one in a concise manner. But if in short note one particular event will appear, you have to elaborate that. Suppose question is there IVFET, you have to elaborate that. If question is asked on gift, you have to elaborate that. This IVFET, otherwise known as test tube baby program, test tube baby program. Okay. Now let us discuss one by one. Is IVFET, in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer. So what is the meaning of in vitro? प्रथम देखिए in vitro माने कौन? In vitro माने body बाहरे. If anything taking place outside the body in experimental condition, that is known as in vitro, and when a particular thing happens within the body, that is what known as in vivo. Body bhitare hele in vivo, in living condition, and if it is taken to outside externally, a medium is there that is very much similar to the internal condition, in a controlled manner, controlled condition, maintaining all the extraneous factors into consideration. If fertilization or something happened outside the body, that is known as in vitro. So here fertilization taking place outside the body. Now the embryo is cultured, and when it is before 8-cell blastomere or after 8-cell blastomere, it will be either projected into the fallopian tube or into the uterus. Okay. तो जो बॉडी बाहर फर्टिलाइजेशन कराउची इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन, and after in vitro fertilization the embryo is transferred into the fallopian tube or into the uterus where implantation is taking place. That is what known as embryo transfer. So we have to fertilize outside the body followed by transfer of the embryo, in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer, and that is the test tube baby program. So those are having infertility problem. This is widely applied in Indian condition or in world in order to solve the infertility problem. One question is that why the IVFET is carried out? IVFET एटा कौन पे हुए? आम डिस्कसन कले इनफर्टिलिटी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करिया पई मोस्टली IVFET is one of the potent method to solve the infertility problem. But one of the basic question is that why IVFET is mostly carried out? Suppose a husband or the male is producing sperm and the female or wife producing ovum, but the wife is not having suitable environment because of endometriosis. Sometimes whenever pregnancy is there, endometrium breaks and the fetus is unrecognizably passes through the menstrual cycle or the bleeding to the vagina. That is the breakaway through the vagina. That is a problem. That means endometriosis is there, non-persistence of the corpus luteum. Suppose during pregnancy corpus luteum changes into corpus albicans, thereby declining the level of the progesterone, then what will happen? Then endometrium immediately rupture, causing abortion. So here female may produces gamete, female means wife may produces gamete, female gamete, husband may produces male gamete, but the wife is not providing suitable condition for the embryo to grow because of the problem like PID, pelvic inflammatory disease, you can say another one endometriosis or luteal or non-persistence of the corpus luteum, so many problems are there. So in such case this IVFET technology is used. Now how it is carried out? Let us see here. First of all, I have drawn the diagram of female reproductive system many a times. This is fallopian tube ampulla region. This is infundibulum containing finger-like structure fimbriae. This structure refers to uterus. Okay. Now this is vagina. See, in between fallopian tube and uterus, you see there are almond shaped ovary. Now here the problem is lies on the mother not holding the fetus up to the completion of gestation period. Whenever the gestation period is not completed because of endometriosis, तो देखो ये कौन होची. So first of all, from the female, ovum is collected. Everything is assisted by superovulation. पहले आ गोटे प्रोसेस तुम पर जानिबो एनिमल ब्रीडिंग रे superovulation by introduction of the gonadotrophic hormone GTH. You know, gonadotrophic hormone divisible into FSH and LH. FSH refers to the follicle stimulating hormone and LH is the luteinizing hormone. So female is injected gonadotrophic hormone, thereby stimulating superovulation. After superovulation, what happens? The ovum is collected from the female, donor female. Donor female must be the wife, and semen is collected from the donor male. Male preferably husband, otherwise they will not biological father. Any problem ta achi, female is not holding the pregnancy up to the completion of gestation period. So preferably the semen is collected from the father and ovum is collected from the mother. Then they made to fertilize artificially outside the body in a test tube. Test tube रे baby grow कोने test tube रे fertilization करा गला. Suppose see here one of the device is there, semen containing semen. First of all, semen containing sperms are collected. Okay, and then ovum is collected from donor female. This is semen containing sperm. This is ovum. Okay. Now this made to fertilize artificially outside the body. बर्तमान को fertilization करा जिवो in vitro, that is outside the body. It is made to fertilize outside the body, that means in vitro fertilization. Now after fertilization, what happened? Zygote is formed. Fertilization pore zygote formation hela. It is a single cell structure containing 2 N chromosome. Now this zygote is allowed to divide. Zygote is allowed to divide to form an miniature embryo. Zygote is divisible into 2 cell, then into 4 cell, then into 8 cell. In this manner it will divide. Okay. This is zygote. Zygote is allowed to divide up to 8 cell. Okay. Now after fertilizing outside the body in vitro, if we place the zygote, where to place the zygote? बर्तमान zygote को place करिबा, कोड zygote टा place करिबा, or if the embryo before 8 cell blastomer will have to placed, where it will placed? It will placed in the fallopian tube, because you know that whenever the embryo is converted into blastocyst, at that particular time there will be implantation. So before that there will be no implantation. So here, if the early embryo before 8 cell blastomer is to be implanted, it will be implanted in fallopian tube, and that is why it is known as ZIFT, zygote intrafallopian transfer. तो आम जो डिस्कसन कले आईवीएफ रे दीटा टेक्निक अच्छी, गोटे हूँ जिफ्ट जाइगोट इंट्राफैलोपियन ट्रांसफर. व्हाट इज दैट? If the embryo is before 8 cell blastomer, it will not implanted in the uterus, rather it will be implanted in the fallopian tube before 8 cell blastomer. But if it is after 8 cell blastomere, then it will be implanted in the uterus, and that is what known as IUT, intrauterine transfer. Are you getting me? कौन कौन बुझिपार जदि आम 8 सेल ब्लास्टोमियर इम्प्लांटेशन करवा zygote intrafallopian transfer or zygote, but embryo is allowed to culture up to 8 cell blastomere, and after that it will be implanted in the uterus, that is called intrauterine transfer. Okay, this is all about test tube baby. First concept IVF ET, in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer or test tube baby program. And do you know who is the first test tube in world? That is Louis Joy Brown. Father name is Gilbert Brown and mother name is Leslie Brown. In 1978, the first test tube was born in England, Louis Joy Brown. And who was the first test tube baby in India? That is Coombe Harsha, and it was operated by Dr. Indira Hinduja in KEM Hospital, Mumbai in 1986. Okay, but there is a controversy regarding the first test tube baby in India. According to some person, they claim that the first test tube baby in India is Durga, and her name is Kanupriya Agarwal, and it was operated by Dr. Subhas Mukherjee. So there is a bit of controversy on that, but you should write Coombe Harsha, that is performed by Dr. Indira Hinduja. Okay. So next concept we will switch over to next concept, that is gift. Eta बुझ पारल, gift माने gamete intrafallopian transfer. When gamete intrafallopian transfer is carried out, here we see the female or male are producing gamete, okay, but inability to hold the pregnancy, then IVF ET. But the males and female are not able to produce the gamete. In such cases, artificial sperm donor is required. Okay, artificial insemination donor AID. Okay, यदि female को ना pregnancy hold करिवार problem नहीं, at that particular condition surrogate mother, surrogacy is used. They are not holding the pregnancy. Okay, that is why the embryo after cultured outside, then it will be transferred to another mother, that is called surrogate mother, which is banned in Indian condition because of so many human trafficking or like that, so many illicit activities are going on in this country or world. That is why it is strictly banned. But still then, if it is implanted outside, if it is implanted in another woman, that is called surrogate mother, because the endometriosis is there in the original mother, then IVF ET. But the gametes are produced. Gametes are not produced. Not produce gamete intrafallopian transfer. Woman is not producing ovum. Sperm is not produced by the male individual or husband. Then somebody should go for gift, gamete intrafallopian transfer. So here gametes are collected in GIFT. It is more invasive technique and tedious technique. It is more invasive and expensive technique, and it was discovered by scientists S and co-workers. Here this technique was discovered by Steptoe and Edward. Steptoe and Edward, who eventually got Nobel Prize for that. But this technique was discovered by S and co-worker, which is more tedious and invasive technique. Here the gamete donors are highly required. Okay, artificial inseminator donor. तो गिफ्ट रे कौन करा जाए पिले प्रथमे गैमेट कलेक्शन हबो. नाउ दी गैमेट्स आर कलेक्टेड, सीमेन डोनर इज देयर, where this sperm is collected or semen is collected containing sperms. Okay, now from the women, ovum is collected after superovulation. Ovum is collected after superovulation, ovum collect करा गला. Okay, this is sperm, semen containing sperm, and then ovum. After collection of gametes, they are transferred into the fallopian tube by means of catheter, polyethylene catheter. See, in this case, before collecting ovum, superovulation is there. Superovulation matlab by injecting gonadotrophic hormone, the ovulation is induced. Ovulation ta induce karagala by injecting gonadotrophic hormone. That is called superovulation. So after superovulation, ovum is collected, sperm is collected. Now both the gametes are left in fallopian tube in natural condition to fertilize. These are not fertilized outside the body. Okay. So now these gametes, where it is transferred, see, female reproductive system, this is ampulla, ampullary ischemic junction, then here this is uterus, then vagina. Here you see, this is ovary. After superovulation, ovum collected. Now these are by means of polyethylene catheter. The gametes are transferred here, 4 centimeter proximal to that of the fallopian tube. The gametes are transferred. Okay, to preferably two oocytes are left in the fallopian tube, followed by the transfer of the sperm. दुईटा oocyte छड़ा हो sperm transfer करा or semen transfer करा and the semen should contain about 2 lakhs to 5 lakhs of sperm for the better result. Because you see, if more number of sperms will be there, then fertilization, probability of fertilization will be more. So that is why these are left in the fallopian tube, and in the fallopian tube there will be combination of sperm and ovum. Fallopian tube रे कौन होना combine होगा, sperm ovum टा combine करी कौन हुए ना fertilization. Here in fallopian tube there will be combination and which is produced zygote. In this particular environment, natural environment, in natural environment, it will fertilize to form zygote. Okay, I have shown here. Actually, this particular thing happened in the fallopian tube. So this is gamete intra-fallopian transfer, and the success rate is about 27 to 30%. Here in the IVIVT, success rate is about 20 to 40%. This is done repeatedly. Success rate is not 100%. Okay. Now see another technology, intracytoplasmic sperm injection. This is another technology. Here in intracytoplasmic sperm injection, a single spermatozoon is forcibly injected into the oocyte. Now see, ICSI, this is the most potent method of ART. So to potent method of ART कोटा एटा होची ICSI, that is the most potent method of ART, and the success rate is about 60 to 70%. It was discovered by scientist Thüringen of Belgium in 1992. It is widely adopted to solve infertility problem. Okay, why it is carried out then? You see, particularly whenever oligospermia is there, male is not producing sufficient quantity of sperm, or semen is not there, semen is not having sufficient quantity of sperm, or that is the hardening of the zona pellucida, the sperm is not about to enter into the ovum, or there will be tubular blockage, blockage of the vasa efferentia or vas deferens, block hegala, dog system ta, or there is congenital abnormality, male congenital abnormality achi, vasa efferentia, vas deferens ta properly formation heini. So in such case, if there will be oligospermia, or there will be tubular blockage, or there will be congenital abnormality, non-formation of the tubular system of male reproductive system, or there are some problem of zona pellucida become hard. In such case, this potent method is employed. Okay. Now, in this procedure, what exactly happened? See, secondary oocyte is collected. This is secondary oocyte. In ovulation, ovum is released in which state? Secondary oocyte. Secondary oocyte is held by means of a micropipette. This is held by means of micropipette. Now, by means of a micro injection, a single spermatozoon, gote spermatozoon jauchi, a single spermatozoon is made to enter into the ooplasm where the fertilization takes place. So this is the oocyte. This is oocyte. Okay. This is held by means of micropipette by means of micro injection. This is micro injection. So by means of micro injection, a single spermatozoon is made to enter into the ooplasm by puncturing the oocyte. Okay. So how this sperm is collected? In such case, another thing is that TESE, ଗୋଟେ ଟର୍ମ ଅଛି ମନେ ରଖିବ ହେଲା, testicular sperm extraction. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ସେମିତି ଅଛି ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ସର୍ଜିକାଲ aspiration, sperm epididymal sperm aspiration. MES, micro surgical sperm aspiration. TS, testicular sperm extraction. From this method, the sperm is collected. Epididymis collection of microsurgical epididymal sperm aspiration or testicular sperm aspiration. From that, semen or sperm is collected, and from that a single spermatozoon forcibly enters into the oocyte and then fertilization is induced. जेहेतु गोटे सिंगल स्पर्म गला तेणु ताकू कौन कहते इंट्रासाइटोप्लाज्मिक स्पर्म इंजेक्शन, and here the success rate is much more, 60 to 70%. Now coming to last, we have discussed IVVT, GIFT and then EC. Now coming to last technology, assisted artificial insemination technology. Now see, here semen is collected. Here why it is carried out? Suppose the male is having coital problem. There will be dyspareunia, that means a painful sexual intercourse, or coital problem, or the male is suffering from impotency, copulation is inhibited or not efficiently done, male is not able to deposit semen in the vagina of the female. In such cases, what will happen? Artificial insemination technology is used. In such cases also semen donor may be utilized. Now semen is collected, mainly 0.3 ml semen is collected, that should contain 1 million of sperm. If 10 million sperm will be there, the result will be more encouraging, but 1 million sperm at least should there in the semen. Now these are transferred either to the uterus or to the vagina. Semen is collected. What is the amount of semen? 0.3 ml, and it should contain 1 million, at least 1 million sperms. Okay. For the best result, I told you, if 10 million sperms will be there, the result will be more encouraging. Okay, encouraging. Now during the ovulation time is the fertile period of the female. Now during the ovulation time, the semen, washed semen, because extra prostaglandin protein should be washed away, the washed semen will be injected into the fallopian, into the uterus or through the vagina. See, fallopian to kariba ni, vagina re kariba, nale uterus bhitere ame एंटर करिबा. Now was semen will be injected either to the uterus, or into the vagina. Okay, either to the uterus or to the vagina. সেটা কোনটি artificial insemination. Insemination মানে কোন? Deposition of semen in the vagina of the female, that is called insemination. I told you previously, release of semen, ejaculation, release of semen up to vas, up to urethra, you may say emission, sexual organ, that is ejaculation, and then this is insemination, deposition of semen into the vagina. Okay, so the semen is inseminated either to the uterus or to the vagina, and if it will be inseminated into the uterus रे inseminate कले ताको आउ गोटे टर्म अछि IUI. Listen carefully. ए IUI टा कोन? If the semen will be inseminated in the uterus or vagina, that AIT, artificial insemination. But if it is particularly inseminated in uterus, that is called IUI, intrauterine insemination. Why this is done? Because if the sperm is lagging behind in motility, rather it should be placed in uterus rather than the vagina, because it cannot move up to the fallopian tube. That is why, to assist the movement of the sperm, it will be put into the uterus, intrauterine insemination. Okay, these are the technologies to solve infertility problem. Also, you know, surrogate mother. Surrogate mother is not actual mother. In the घर जमी भड़ा नियंती सेमती यूट्रस टाको भड़ा निया जाए, यूट्रस टाको निया जाए. Poor people, that means Indian poor people are mostly utilized by the other illegally for surrogacy, which should be banned. That is why the government has banned this surrogacy to stop the illicit activities. Okay, uterus को नहीं कि पैसा बद दियंती सेमती करंती surrogacy, that not actual mother which is used for this purpose known as surrogate mother. तो surrogate mother मध्य गोटे प्ले क्वेश्चन आस पारे. तो all those technologies IVFT, GIFT, EC, AIT, surrogacy, all will come as short note in the examination. Now another content we have taken, that is STD. What is STD? Sexually transmitted disease. Those diseases which are transmitted through sexual contact are known as STD. जो disease गुड़ा sexual contact रे transfer हुए sexually transmitted disease, and STDs are otherwise known as venereal disease. Those diseases which are transmitted through sexual contact known as STD, these are otherwise known as venereal disease. Okay, this is called venereal disease. Okay, otherwise also known as RTI, reproductive tract infection. Okay, and then what are the symptoms of STD? There are sore or blisters appears in the genital organ. Photo का है जाए genital organ. There are some sore or blisters appears in genital organ. Foul discharge from the genital organ or cheesy discharge from the genital organ. There will be inflammation in the organs. There will be rash on the skin. Itching sensation may develop in the genital organs. Okay. So many complications are there. Maybe in case of male, epididymis is swollen up, that is epididymitis. Urethra in case of male swollen up, urethritis. Similarly, vaginitis, vagina may be swollen up. So STDs are occurring both in case of male and female. Okay, and the diagnostic procedure. What are the diagnostic procedure for STD? STD के केमते diagnosis करिबा? The diagnostic procedure of STD are VDRL, venereal disease research laboratory, then ELISA, ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, and antibody detection or antigen detection, DNA hybridization, okay. Another one is you may say Western blotting test or cell culture of genital secretion, okay. ग्राम स्टेनिंग के लिए तो वेक्टर यूज करा जाए, ग्राम स्टेनिंग procedure. So these are the diagnostic procedure how the STDs are diagnosed. केमते में STD diagnose करिया प्रकृत रे VDRL कौन venereal disease research laboratory. A VDRL venereal disease research laboratory first of all conducted the test for STD. That is why the diagnostic test for STD is known as VDRL. Okay. Now what are the problems in STD? If somebody suffers from the STD, what are the problem? Consequences. There may be PID in case of female, pelvic inflammatory disease. There may be stillbirth, mala pila janma hole kanti stillbirth, jivanta pila janma hole kanti live birth. There will be stillbirth, there will be breast cancer or cancer of reproductive organs. There may be so many complications like PID. There may be abortion, incomplete abortion. So STDs are having so many problem, okay, so many problem in future, and that will be reflected in both male and female. And how it can be prevented? How the STD can be prevented? First of all, one should have timely vaccination. Second one, always use condom or contraceptive during copulation. If the couples are having some problem in their sexual organ, they are advised to use contraceptives. Next one is time vaccination, I told you. Then avoid sharing garment, particularly underclothing should not be shared with each other. Wash self before and after the sexual intercourse. Okay, and if any doubt, never forget to consult qualified doctor. Okay, these are the preventive measures of STD. So what a question is STD कौन मन रखिबो? What is STD? What are the symptoms of STD? What are the consequences of STD? How STD can be prevented? One question will ask in the examination. Now, two forms of STD are there. One is curable STD, another one is non-curable. Hepatitis B and AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, hepatitis B, herpes, some are non-curable and some STD are curable. So STD are of two forms, curable and non-curable STD. And these sexually transmitted diseases are caused by different causative agent. STD टा जो करे केवल हमरो बैक्टीरिया करेनी. The causative agent may be bacteria. Some STD are bacterial, some are viral, some are fungal, some caused by the protozoa to protozoan. Okay, and others are disease helminth. So causative organisms are bacterial, viral, fungal, protozoan. Okay. So in the STD another thing is that so many examples are there. Suppose I will tell you syphilis. What are the types of STD? Okay, one disease is syphilis. This is caused by the bacterium Treponema pallidum. Treponema pallidum. This is bacterial disease. Okay. So I have told you previously STD are of many type. First of all STD कौन, तार प्रिभेन्शन कौन, डायग्नोसिस कौन, आउ केमती ट्रीटमेंट करिबा ताकू जानिबो, तार गोटे क्वेश्चन अछि. तापरे टाइप्स ऑफ एसटीडी जानिबो. व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट कॉजेटिव ऑर्गेनिज्म, हाउ मेनी टाइप्स आर देयर, what are the bacterial STD, what are the viral STD, what are the fungal STD, what are the protozoan STD. You have to remember the causative organism, symptom and prevention treatment. Causative organism कौन, तारा symptoms कौन, तारा treatment कौन, how it can be prevented. So syphilis is a bacterial disease that is caused by the bacterium Treponema pallidum, and syphilis having 3 stages. First stage, there are undilated lesions are there in the body. Undilated lesions, there is chancre, painless ulcers will appear. These painless ulcers are known as chancre. And then there will be in second stage skin rash will be there, abdominal complications will be there, swollen joints will be there. In third stage the complications will be more severe. Okay. So the syphilis is reflected, the symptoms of the syphilis is reflected in 3 stages. First stage of syphilis, second stage and third stage. And how to treat the syphilis? That is treated by means of antibiotics. Second one is gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is caused by the bacterium Neisseria gonorrhoeae. It was discovered by Albert Neisser, that is why it is known as Neisseria gonorrhoeae. It is another form of STD similar to that of the syphilis. In case of male it causes epididymitis, urethra swelling of urethritis. Okay. In case of female it affects the vagina, vaginitis. There will be inflammation of the fallopian tube. So many problems are there. This is the bacterial disease, gonorrhea. Another one is known as candidiasis. It is a fungal disease caused by Candida albicans. Candida albicans. It is also having infection in vagina, so many genital parts of the body. Okay. It affects male and female, particularly female. And here the prevention of candidiasis, how it can be prevented? That is through not exposing the person having problems in the sexual organ. It is mainly transmitted by contamination or through sexual organ. That is why it should be prevented. And for medicine for candidiasis, there are clotrimazole, miconazole, antifungal powders are available. देखते हो गोटे नाली टिपी थी गोटे antifungal powder थी Candiderma or Candid powder. This is applicable for that. Another one is that is trichomoniasis. Trichomoniasis. Another one is HPV, human papillomavirus, that is causing genital warts. Genital warts. Okay. Chlamydiasis. Trachomatis vaginalis. Okay. Genital warts is caused by HPV, human papillomavirus. This is viral disease. So all sorts of diseases there. You just look at the PowerPoint presentation for better understanding of this type of STD. Just look at this. Here from starting from assisted report technology, I have already told you there are so many technologies to solve infertility problem. IVFT, in vitro fertilization embryo transfer. Under that I have mentioned GIFT, zygote intrafallopian transfer, and intrauterine transfer. Then GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer. ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection, and then artificial insemination technology. Patrick step 2 and Robert Edward. I told you, just look at this PowerPoint presentation. You'll able to note down from the PowerPoint. Patrick step 2, you just look at this. Look at the picture, how it is collected. This is zygote intra-fallopian transfer. Okay. Now see intrauterine transfer. If it is more than 8 cell blastomere, then it will be placed in uterus. Here you see intrauterine transfer. I told you first H2AB in world and India. And gift, this is more invasive technology where the sperm and ovum both are shifted to fallopian tube by means of catheter. Now see, by means of catheter, these are transferred into the fallopian tube. Now intracytoplasmic sperm injection, here you see directly how the sperm is directly injected into the oocyte by micropipette. ताको मध्य कहते subjonal, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି subjonal insemination by puncturing zona pellucida. The sperm is injected, that is called SUZI, SUZI, subjonal insemination under ICSI. Artificial insemination, you know, the semen is transferred either into vagina or into the uterus, and if it is transferred into the uterus, that is called intrauterine insemination, IUI. Okay. See, syphilis, causative organism, Treponema pallidum. I have listed the types of STD, syphilis. These are the symptoms. Third stage, brain damage, heart ailments, blindness. How it is transmitted, diagnosis, treatment. This is the symptoms I am showing you. Look at this, gonorrhea, Neisseria gonorrhoeae. Okay, this is the bacterium, Neisseria gonorrhoeae. This is the bacterium. Look at the picture. You see symptoms in female: burning sensation during urination, interruption of normal menstrual cycle, blockage of cervix, Bartholin gland, fallopian tube. See, mode of transmission, sexual intercourse, so the carrier, diagnosis and treatment, antibiotics. Trichomoniasis, causative organism, Trichomonas vaginalis. You look at the symptoms in females and males. This is the parasite. Okay. Transmission, sexual intercourse, diagnosis, microscopic examination, culture, immunofluorescent, antibody staining, and medicine, metronidazole. Candidiasis, Candida albicans. Here you see symptoms: painful inflammation of vagina, thick and cheesy discharge, inflammation of urethra in male. See what are the symptoms in the tongue. Candidiasis. There are so many fungal infection of mouth, palm, genital rats, human papilloma virus. Hard out rats means horny outgrowth on the mucosal surface, genital area, and perianal area nearby anus. All are having similar procedure of diagnosis and near about similar transmission procedure. Here treatment, cryosurgery. Cryosurgery means surgery at low temperature, and podophyllum preparation also helpful. See rats, these are the rats produced in the body. Chlamydiasis, Chlamydia trachomatis, symptoms trachoma, eye infection is there, urethritis, epididymis, inflammation of fallopian tube. Okay. Now these are the Rats produce in the body chlamydia infection in the body. Hepatitis B virus symptoms fatigue, jaundice, low grade fever, rash, abdominal pain, liver cirrhosis, liver cancer. Hepatitis B virus, and diagnosis is Australian antigen test and ELISA. It is incurable. You just go to the mode of transmission: blood transfusion, sexual contact, saliva, tear, intravenous drug abuse, tattooing, ear and nose piercing. This is the virus, hepatitis B virus. Why it is called hepatitis B? It is affecting the liver in particular. Genital herpes, this is also non-curable. There are so many infection, watery blisters appear in the genital organ and perianal area. Other symptoms I have listed: fever, okay, flu-like illness. Their diagnosis, clinical symptom, antigen detection, nucleic acid hybridization, transmission through genital secretion. Okay. Okay. So go to the slides for different types of STDs I have listed in this PPT. You go through that. So you have to remember the type of STD and STD as a question in general. Thank you all. In next class we will discuss something more regarding biology.